I absolutely love Santa mugs. I love them when all the paint has chipped off and they are white. But when you go to the antique stores, they are kind of pricey. So, as you see, Hobby Lobby does have some for sale for 60% off, but and that's a pretty good price. But some of the garage sales this summer and estate sales and thrift stores also have them on the cheaper than the sale at Hobby Lobby. So, but they all have color. So I want to make them the white that I would like them to be. Actually, this is pretty easy. I could have went the method of trying to use acetone to try to remove the paint, or I can just go ahead and take the tags and any embellishments off and get them cleaned and spray paint them white. When it comes to white and trying to cover up colors, you're not usually going to get it in that first coat, but I don't want to put so much on trying to cover it up that it has drips and runs. So after they dry, I'm going to go back in and do another coat, and then I'll have to flip them upside down to get all those little areas that you just can't get while they're upright. And I am going to do the inside. These personally are just going to be decor pieces for myself.
So I hope you enjoyed the first DIY. Yep, just a simple craft of spray painting a mug. Yes, I would love to find the old vintage ones, but sometimes it's cost efficient just to get them sprayed up to make them look like all the paint has fallen off of them. So if you are new to our channel, my name is Yvonne. You are on Ginger Chick Rehab, and I love to take secondhand finds and make them over. So today is no different when it comes to the holiday season. I am going to share with you some of the decor pieces that I like to add into my home during the holiday seasons, just sprucing them up, adding some greenery, giving a little spruce here and there to fit them into my holiday decor. So if you love vintage, you love secondhand finds, and you love crafting, stay tuned. I've got some more to come.
Did I add? I hope that you like rusty and crusty, like this bed spring. When I saw these actually in an antique store, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have a few of those. They're always on the cheap, and it's rusty crusty, along with a bell that I took off something else and a star that I took off something else. And you just kind of hoard it until you have the idea of putting them all together. But I do need to remove the wires that's on the bell and that are on the star so I can do with it what I have my idea for. So this is pretty easy. All I'm going to do is take some jute string from the Dollar Tree store. I'm going to tie a knot on that hanging system on the top of the bell, or yeah, it's a bell, because I'm going to be making a bell. And then I'm going to let it hang all the way down, not quite touching the bottom, and then I'm going to tie it off at the top. And yes, I am making a rusty crusty see-through spring bell. I'm actually just going to use a little bit of this greenery stem that I also got at the Dollar Tree store. Just wrap it around just to give it that little festive look. I did think it needed a little bit more color before adding the star, so I'm going to take some of this ribbon that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, and this was not in the Christmas section actually. This was in the fabric sewing section, but I absolutely love the ticking look of it all. So just a simple bow, and then I'm going to go ahead and hot glue that on. I like the same thing. I like my tails to be kind of dangling all the way down, and then we'll get this hot glued on. next up, I'm going to transform this just plain, boring, everyday wooden spool into something amazing for Christmas. And I actually just got this one from a viewer who gave me a whole bunch of yummy items. I'll be sharing that with you on Wednesday in a haul video, and then going ahead and using up some of my homespun fabric strips that I cut from a previous project on my Christmas trees, and then a couple other thrifted items. And the greenery is something I've had from many years to many years, so it's nice to use things up. So first off is first is I'm going to go ahead and cover up the long part of the spool using the homespun fabric strips. So I'm just going to start off by tying one on and then working the way down. And since I already have my strips cut, I will go ahead once I get to the end of it, and I will do a little dab of hot glue to attach it. That I have fabric glued on all the way down. The nice thing about hot glue is you can take it off and it could be that beautiful wooden spool that it is. But that green top just screamed that Christmas decor to me when I saw this one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up some fabric of that homespun fabric, and I'm going to go ahead and tie a simple bow in the middle of this. But I'm going to actually go for some more texture, some more visual, by adding a little bit of jute to it. That so that your eye gets drawn to that bow that I made, I'm going to go ahead and add a little rusty crusty star. So this little greenery is like a candle holder, and I tell you how perfectly it fit. There's like a circle that sets inside the spool, and the round part of that fit perfectly in the other part of that. So all I needed to do is add a little bit of hot glue, and then I had another candlestick. One is a real candle, and then this is a battery operated candle that I need to change out the battery for, but so you can turn it on, but it definitely has that primitive vintage old look to it, but it's perfect to fit inside the spool. Though it looked perfect as is, I remember I had these bag of letters. So, and they're just little bitty, somebody handmade these little, they are little blocks, but there actually is a J, an O, and a Y. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the word joy on. Now next up is this, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I got my hands on a vintage tin matchbook holder. Now I've gotten the wrought iron and the other colored, but my heart has this one. So it's nice to spice it up a little bit. So I'm going to be going ahead and adding some greenery, and I'm just working from my stash a lot of the things I already had, just using these estate sale secondhand finds to give them a little bit of a pepping up for home decor for the Christmas season. So yes, I'm just going to go ahead and stuff them in there. Now I am one of those people that I like an object to be used for what an object's used for. So after adding the greenery, I'm actually going to add some matches. Okay, and did you remember this box of matches that we picked up just at a recent auction also? So I remember seeing something I thought would look very cute. So the long matches I'm going to cut down and put in the top, and then the little matchbook I'm going to put down at that lower level. Then after getting the matches on, I just thought it needed a little bit more texture with some mixed greens. So I'm just going to take one of these stems, yet again, that I just have had laying around, and I'm going to add some of the different textures of the greenery in there. I have this other little nutmeg grater that I had also gotten when I got the matchbooks at the auction, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing, add a little bit of the greenery, though the nutmeg won't really fit right to stay in. I'm going to actually add some cinnamon sticks in this one. Now, a shifter is something that I absolutely love to decorate with during the holiday seasons. Nothing says Christmas season like baking goodies for your friends, family, loved ones, and of course for yourself. And a mini rolling pin. But first, my mini rolling pin. The red's a little bit brighter than I'd like it to be because I'm a kind of a matchy person. So I'm just going to take some of the Dixie Belle Barn Red and just get it to match that red that's on the shifter. And then now we have lots of surface area to fit some greenery in. So I'm going to take that same stem that I added, took a few pieces for here and there for the matchbooks, and I'm going to go ahead. There's plenty there to fill this up. And now it's the fun of adding in the baking accessories. So perfect fit of that rolling pin. I love the red, a little bit deeper of a red and not so shiny. And then I'm also got a couple red handled cookie cutters that I'm going to be adding in here also. Along with a couple of the cinnamon sticks, and then this cutest little muffin tin you ever did see that just fits in here perfectly. And then we'll finish it off with a bow to just give it a little bit more of a pop of color. Okay, and I can't even really tell you what this is. Is it like for deep frying? Is it a strainer? I'm not really sure, but it's that rusty. Oh, it's just that age, that patina of that aged metal. So this is so super simple, and you can actually change this out for non-Christmas decor too. Just gonna add a simple stem. All those tags from Hobby Lobby never want. Oh, tags never want to come off anyway. So I'm just going to cut down the stem and then add some ribbon, and this is just going to be beautiful. I know these are so super transformations. Wait till you see this little masher. Yep, it's a masher. It's red handled, perfect for the Christmas season. And there you go, another one of these little candles. So I'm super excited to share this with you because it's so simple. So, yep, all I'm doing is placing that underneath, and because of the open greenery, it kind of just stays. You don't really have to move it. Some thrifted votives that are battery operated, And then all we're going to do is add some more ribbon to this. And voila, a beautiful Christmas decor. How easy to spruce up your kitchen area or a cupboard or wherever you'd want to display these at.
So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Yes, most of these are just simple. Yep, the first, you can take a little paint, you can take a little hot glue, or you can just add in some greenery with some old crusty, rusty items and just make beautiful decor out of them. And then they're still good. You can still reuse them, use them what they're for. You just added some holiday spirit in there. So give me a quick comment down below if I inspired you in any way to look at secondhand finds in a new way. And as always, if you're a part of our YouTube family, thank you so much. And if you are new and you're checking out this content for the first time and you liked what you saw, please hit that subscription button along with the notification bell so you know we've uploaded a new video. And we will see you next time, guys. And you can see what we're up to. Bye.